I like it, cut G.
Because it's LJL Finals Day, it's LPL Finals Day, it is a huge day for League of Legends. This is now going to be the third final in a row which we have DFM versus Sengoku. Last year, we had a 3-2 finals in spring, and then I think it was 3-0 in the finals in summer, but they had like another series just before that. So we've had now a lot of best of fives quite recently with quite similar rosters. Now, this is the first best of five we'll have between these teams without Ebby being involved. So Ebby is not going to be here to be the difference maker. DFM cannot rely on him anymore. And also we have Loken and Jet. Well, I mean, Jet was there already. We have Loken and Reaper coming through for Sengoku as well. So these are two very different teams compared to what we kind of knew of them in the past. And I personally maybe edged DFM out slightly in terms of predictions, but I really think this could be quite a close series. I think that this has all the potential to go towards like 5 games. I think it could be a 5-game series. Typically, DFM have been the best of 5 team within the region. That's typically what's seen them through to, you know, huge success within the Japanese region. But yeah, there's a lot of potential for this to go all the distance. I hope it goes all the distance. It'd be great for the Japanese community and for the league to kind of have that kind of level of competition. But we'll see what they come out with. Very excited to kind of see what drafts they come out with right off the bat as well, particularly because DFM are a team that's become quite combo reliant. Oh, it's been a while since I've watched these guys. I miss watching this desk. Oh hey, that's me! That's me! Hi! How's it going? Look at that guy. Big things which happened here, of course, was Fennel really pushed Sengoku. Really pushed them. And even though this is with Loken coming in, you know, the former JDG 80 carry, LPL champion, Loken and of course Reaper coming in as their coach as well, it has really felt as though Sengoku, they were found out a little bit by Fennel. Fennel had some really good engages. I think they drafted very well around them, and particularly Corporal and Leo had some really good games in that series. Hachimecha also started to wake up, and Jet struggled into picks like Veigar coming out. Now, I don't think that we're going to see the same kind of approach from Arya as Recap coming in from that, because they're very different champion pools. But I'm very interested to see now, because Sengoku were kind of exposed in a couple of areas around in terms of kind of what picks would work against them. Like these control mages seem to be working quite well against them from Recap, especially if Recap could kind of like soak early pressure. That could work out really well against them. So I'm kind of interested to see now if DFM can take those learnings in the finals, because DFM are a very intelligent best of 5 team. Kazu is a very intelligent best of 5 coach. Yeah, so as you can see, regular split was... First match of the split was not particularly good for DFM. They kind of got blown out. Particularly Arya got a bit diffed by Jet, actually. Jet was the better mid laner, and as much as Arya is my favorite player, like Jet, I'm not afraid to admit that Jet was the better laner on that day. But second round robin, the most recent face-off between these two teams, DFM did take it. The first game was basically just Loken popping off in late game on Zeri. After that point, DFM really started to kind of take off in terms of team fighting, and particularly Tol 2 had a pretty good game 2 and 3 versus Sengoku in their last best of 3. So for me, one of the big things is that DFM, they don't have Ebby anymore. They're playing around Tol 2, who is this... I mean, he's not a rookie top laner, but he's definitely new, right? This is his first playoffs, this is his first finals, this is his first LAN experience as well. DFM playing around this top laner, it's going to be very important that they can make sure that Tol 2 is comfortable and that he can just sit and be valuable against Paz. They've been putting him on a lot of tank duty. Historically, he's been quite a good carry top laner. Well, he plays a lot of weird top lane picks. He plays like, he's a big action player, and he's a big, he played a Draven top game where he went 1-9, which was not particularly good. But on the whole, Tol 2 has looked really good this split when DFM have put him onto frontline duty and made his job really, really clear. So it's like, you're standing here, you're being a tank, you're playing for our team front to back. That's worked really well for him. So if DFM can do that again against Sengoku, so Paz doesn't get the upper hand in top lane, I think DFM can play through the bot side of mid. Folks, I'm going to need your help with something real quick. I'm going to need your help with with something, because you see, I got sent something by the LJL because now one thing which they might bring up on stream in a bit is that they've been playing bingo this playoffs. Now we haven't been here all of this playoffs, but for finals, I'd quite like, chat, if you could help me with something. I need you to build me a bingo grid. So this is the LJL bingo, right? And I'm gonna need you to help me build a bingo grid. Do you think you can help me with that, chat? Because I've got a couple of ideas. There are a couple of easy ones, right? Alex complains about an Ari build. We can do the book. We can do Aria solo kill. That works. Well, let's just put Pentakill in there. I think if we get a backdoor, I think that one's a pretty good one to have. Oh, but he doesn't do that much weird stuff anymore, though. So we can have Aria solo kill in one corner, and then we're gonna have the Jet solo kill in the other. Baron Steel. Let's do Baron Steel.
Okay.
You know what? We'll leave it at that. Into draft, we get to see what our draft priorities are here now, right? Which is going to be really important because so DFM, they did not have side choice, so this is Sengoku choosing red side, right? They've chosen this. Now, normally I draw on the screen a lot during draft. I'm not going to do that as much today, just because if we're going to be kind of like keeping this for YouTube and stuff, I want this to be a bit more clean and a little less confusing on the screen. So, first pick Malphite. Are you kidding me? First pick Malphite from DFM. This is why I love Kazu. He's immediately read what Sengoku want, and we already talked about how Paz is kind of like, Paz is not going to be the kind of player which plays through topside. He's not going to play carries. He's not going to play stuff which is going to really play into heavy tank matchups. You're probably forced to lock in something like a Xayah at some point, right? I'm surprised that we're not seeing a Xayah on the first rotation from Sengoku. Because what else is going to help you survive the Malphite now? What are you going to do about this Malphite? I think if DFM lock in Xayah themselves, I think that Loken has a lot of really difficult decisions to make in terms of... Yeah, no, I love this Xayah. Yeah, what do you do now as Loken? Jinx is what I was wondering. You're not necessarily going to win lane with this. But it gives you some ability to punish DFM if they make mistakes. Yeah, I mean, this was NT's Tahm Kench. That was what I was a little bit worried about, actually. You know, by the way, in the 5-game series that Sengoku lost last spring, DFM in that series eventually came round to first picking away the Tahm Kench. That was how powerful NT's Tahm Kench was. He pushes in mid wave, and he just kind of leaves up half of a bait in mid lane to make sure that once is not immediately going for a double scuttle on top side. See them towards that. There is a lot of vision in bot river from Sengoku. They might think that steal is going towards a top scuttle.
Oh, Loken's taking low. Remember, he's still not got those summers, so he's just dead.
Huge. This is a really good read from DFM in the early game. And that was when DFM were really on the downswing. They recovered for a very good run into the finals. Big wall, that's nice. Hop. It's fine. Oh yeah, Talia's on their side.
Oh, Jet did not enjoy that.
Stolen Shinzo. Resets.
Oh, once into the back line. Utapon could kill them all.
No, he can't. He can't get through them right now. Oh, Arya!
Oh, that rocket's not quite enough. Who the hell even got the Herald? Do we know?
That was a bit of an overengage. And again, this is kind of what we said from DFM historically. Sometime, I think it was DFM that got it and they couldn't pick it up. I think. Not sure. Focus. The early Herald was there. We typically see some earlier dragons than that, but DFM were looking kind of like for the early gold. Sadly, they can get that one. Good wall, actually.
Oh, that's a great wall. Oh, that's a very unfortunate space for once. Yeah, Devour's good. Oh, that seismic shove combo though.
Well, you could have flashed out of that one, but
yeah, well, you got straight into the 3 talent strike as well afterwards. Still, you're right, you could have flashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Especially
A lot of the games.
One of their characteristic hallmarks is that kind of decisive, quick pick, think fast kind of play. And if you've got quick enough hands to try and defend that as a single person rather than as a team unit, you know, the requirements to potentially turn those plays around get a little bit smaller because on NT, not on everyone all at once, kind of responding well.
Yeah. So DFM looking to Dragon Stack is a little bit late. That's Jet teleteeping in. He's got the Jinzo ult right now, so he doesn't have the best engage. Good combo. Great combo. That's a killer. That is a killer.
NT's dead as well on the other side. Yeah.
He didn't have flash.
Oh.
Now you're going to a choke. You can't kill him now. You can't kill him now.
Oh,
that's a really good knockup.
Oh, the seismic shove afterwards. Okay, you finally kill off.
Paz very nearly gets that back into a winnable situation, you know. That Q was absolutely disgusting.
Oh, come on,
yeah, you can't dash now. Yeah. Oh, man.
Paz tried.
Paz has 4 kills on a Scion, Sam.
All of these kills are on the side. He's got 2 double kills.
I am Scion, hear me roar. Oh man, I mean, so we had a pentakill on Malphite in the LPL the other day. I think Paz is going, so I can get kills as a tank as well.
They know Harp's there. Paz spotted him. So they must assume he's gone over the wall.
Yeah, they think he's gone over the wall, or NT's just trying to ward him out. And then I think it's just like, it's a bit of a disconnect between where, and Arya again, that's a really good Weaver's Wall. Very rarely do you see like a Weaver's Wall like that, actually. That's a, yeah. He does, but it's a really good Weaver's Wall. That's a great follow-up. I mean, that's a very, this one, I'm gonna have to nerd out about Arya now, right? Because actually, that's the kind of play which very few mid laners make. That's a very different kind of play you'd make on Italia. Using the Weaver's Wall to that kind of extent, a lot of people just wouldn't do it. It's a very important follow-up tool there. Works really, really well, and gets them a huge kind of pick onto the AD carry. And guess what, folks? We said one thing at the start of this game. Story of the game is whether Loken lives. Loken's a very good AD carry. He's on a Jinx. If he lives, he probably carries these team fights when 1 kill comes through. He's just not been able to in that fight. And that'll continue to be the story of the game. I mean, even with that, I think that DFM are tank killing better right now. Because you've still got a Malphite, which is doing okay, and you got the Jin Zhao ult. The question really is, okay, wow. So tally that one up again for can Loken live? The answer is no. That's, oh my word, you're taking like inhib turrets at 20 minutes. What a great draft from DFM. First pick Malphite, deny the Xayah so you can't Featherstorm the initial engage. Yeah, you've got that Tahm Kench, but you have to be in the right position. If NT is ever out of position, Loken's under an inner turret. What does he do? He's under an inner turret. It just doesn't matter. It's really good, intelligent drafting, considering who they're playing against. Now, at first pick Malphite, I wouldn't pick that in any other region. I wouldn't necessarily pick that in a lot of other matchups. But knowing that Paz doesn't have, like, tank killing picks in that top side, really important. This is Kazu drafting. This is Kazu drafting. He's a very intelligent drafter. Yeah. Oh, we're getting a lot of damage on the horizon from Arya as well. 304. I think, honestly, at this point, DFM just have the run of the map, right? Jet, they might overengage into a stolen Malphite ult. This could be pretty dangerous. Let's just see what Jet can do. It looks a little bit doomed right now, but he doesn't have it. Loken, he's got Ghost. Loken! Resets! Really nice Utapon.
Oh, he's so good.
W?
Jet.
Leandris?
Bad.
That's not a bad ult steal!
Jet! My god, Jet.
Arya had flash there. Arya had flash. She could have flash Q'd onto Loken and killed him. That would have been pretty insane. Jet's on a good angle. What else has he got to steal, though? He doesn't have the Jin Zhao ult currently, right? He might have Malphite ult to steal.
Arya's just going mid. There we go.
Well, they can choose to give up. So, this is now a different situation, right? If DFM are not engaging into Sengoku, you get to play around the Featherstorm. You haven't caught the Xayah. Jet dies.
Oh,
he didn't catch Xayah.
Really poor.
And this is exactly why this is a very different kind of fight. Arya gets to end the game, and Utapon still gets to maybe win the team fight. He can stand outside of vision if he wants to. Oof, uses the Devour. So you take an inhib. You potentially get Dragon after this too, by the way. Arya's coming back down. He's got third tier of his ult. He's got the extended ult range.
Yeah, oh, that's sick. And I remember there's no Devour, so there's nowhere to go. They're just done.
They kill a Jinx.
Yeah, it's it. And now they get Soul as well.
You know what?
Once is going to be...
The DFM... I've seen iterations of DFM which would not make that play, you know?
Yeah.
I've seen DFM teams that would not make that play. That was really intelligent. I like that. I think they finally realized, hey, hang on. If they engage onto us, that's kind of a problem. That's not a problem, right? We've got the anti. They also have really good disengage. Just teleporting back in now. They maybe... now this is bad.
Steel probably dies here.
This is now
They weren't
bad,
expecting the TP. Oh no, he's out.
Ari's coming back. Oh, Malphite's coming back in. Malphite's coming back in.
And Harp's here as well. Flash on the jet. Oh wait, surely not. Okay.
So he gets the kill onto Steel, which means there is now smite advantage. Look, it started as really intelligent. Wait, are they just pushing mid?
Yeah, well, they've lost a lot of people.
Wait, if they have Malphite ult, you have Malphite ult.
He's gone. That's game, possibly, actually. It's like Loken and...
Look, okay, it got a bit weird in the middle of that, but it was actually a pretty intelligent phase of play from DFM.
It's got Jet teleported off vision. He was on a regular ward. They didn't know
Right.
So it was like he was in that bush and beyond expectations.
He actually dies pretty quick right now. Is that going to give him a reset? No, it's not.
That's it. GG. There's a little bit of a smirk on Tolto and Aria's faces there.
We're going to have to go through our bingo sheet again. Did we... Oh, hang on. Whoops. Did we get any of these? Did we get any of these? Oops. What do we have here? We didn't have book.
We had an attempted backdoor. It didn't work out.
It wasn't a backdoor. That doesn't count. We didn't have a Baron still. We have none of these. We have none of these so far. So we're currently blank on bingo. Lovely. So, just so everyone is aware, we're all thinking the same thing. Ebby says, Malphite first pick is strange. I think that Sengoku should have picked Zaire. Everyone's saying the same thing, folks. Let me move this up here. Okay, into draft number 2. So, Sengoku on blue side now. What are they changing? They ban Malphites? They ban it? They've broken them, man. They've broken them. Is this Scion first pick now? Do you Scion first pick? So now you have the Scion. So now you have the self peel of the Zaire again now. So okay, so you do have a tank matchup left. Oh, that's very different now though, because you can't get to the backline now. How are you going to get to the backline? You've got a cask and that's it. It's not the same as a Malphite ult coming through. But you're going for the Ahri anyway. Okay, so you've got early push. And you have playmaking as well. So Ahri has another... so we have Ahri. So we have that. Good stuff. We also have really good playmaking coming from Ahri here. Folks, we might have an Ahri build flaming game. We'll have to see. Okay, so that's the Thresh. That was pretty obvious, right, coming in from there. Fellow Thresh gives you a bit more safety. And also gives the Veigar a bit more safety too. I think Harp can Blitzcrank. I think that's the play. But that's the pick we expected. So that's the Blitzcrank. We expected that. No, I think that Blitzcrank is way better than Morgana in terms of pick champions in this spot. I think that's a really good pick. We've seen it as the Thresh answer. Harp's been really good on the pick as well. He's just good in general. I like it. Whoops, I've just dropped my pen. Which is historically how we know this matchup to play out. However... Oh, good hook angle. Okay. Oh, he flashed early. Oh, really well played from Hop. Well, that's the last pick Blitzcrank coming out. Well, this entire game. So the last game was, can Loken live on the Jinx? This game is, can Harp hit hook? Harp level 6 could have been really dangerous, though. You have your first ults of the game. You still have Ignite coming down. Ooh, he flashed inside the Jhin up. Flashed inside it. He can maybe ult forward for once. Nah. Wow, they don't even have a bot roam. This is really poorly timed from DFM.
And they lost the Herald as well. That's
yeah, well, they lost the Herald fight. Hugely so. Good on NT to stand back with Lantern here. Trying to cancel it. Oh, really good cancels. So, we've been quite on point today, folks. With first game being, is Loken going to live? Second game is, does the hook land from Harp? Can Harp do things? Both of them have really been the stories of the game so far. Been quite impressed by that. I've been impressed by myself, not to be too narcissistic. Okay, so Ahri is going towards the Everfrost. Again, that's kind of what we... This could be a good flash behind Jet, actually. He has no flash. Remember, he flashed in for...
Oh, that charm's really nice.
There's a chance he kills here with an ult. Okay, that's good. Did he have a Dark Seal? Don't think he did, right? No, he doesn't. That's a shame.
You don't need to be like the sole front.
So Jet has flash now. Again, Harp, really valuable. You've got ult, flash, Everfrost available from Arya. Again, now you're looking at Arya kind of really enabling the Blitzcrank. That's what you're looking to do. There is value for the Blitzcrank in regards to that. You're setting up for the easy hook. That's a really... And Makai just doesn't get to survive through this, man.
It's a good cage.
He dies after that as well, yikes. Oh, nice. Where's Arya? Where's Arya? Arya kills Thresh.
The cask knocked the Aphelios away.
Yeah, that's really good from Toltu there, actually. Can Arya flash forward for... No, can you go forward for one more charm?
Not into Chakram, surely.
No, it was more onto Paz to see what he could get there. Okay, lands it. Yeah, again, yeah, that's really nice. You get the root. He's not tanky yet. He's not tanky yet. Yep. I really... Again, this is a good Everfrost game. I accept this. I understand this. And he's playing it out well. Because what Arya...
clip it, put it on Reddit.
What Arya is doing, and of course it's Arya. I could never go against my beloved in the mid lane. But like... he is just enabling the Blitzcrank. If a Blitz hook lands, someone dies. And that's really important here. Because, yeah, I mean, yes, sometimes you get them blind. Sometimes you get really good value out of this. That's great. However... The fact that you can also stand here and just say, okay, you know, really good ability to kind of like blow at people on the side. Yeah, and he has enough damage to kind of... This is a Moby Boots Thresh as well. You know, he's not tanky. He's not got any HP items yet. Everything about what Arya is doing... Oh, that's so sucky. Oh, that sucks so bad. Oh, man.
Okay, they get the Herald, but can they pick up the Eye? I don't think they can, so that's, yeah. Congrats on getting gold, I guess, guys. They know exactly where Arya is.
Every time someone charges up Q as well.
Dead, isn't he?
No, he's fine. He's got Spellbook Cleanse. He's got ult as well. Oh, Markai's dead. Markai's dead. Yeah, but Makai can't survive these plays. Still good use of the ult there. You don't have Cask right now. That's quite dangerous, but...
Oh, Steel.
Arya still has 2 charm. Oh, that's a really good charm.
Oh, that charm! That was sick!
I quite like Arya. I think he's quite good at League of Legends.
That was sick! He's still got another charge. Oh,
he has flash. He can actually get it. Oh, my lord. Let's go.
Oh, he's so good.
If you are going to initiate on Ahri, make it look like that.
Oh,
make it look like that. That's how you do it, folks. That is how you do it.
Very pretty.
Really well played. And you know what? He didn't even need Everfrost to hit those.
It's the name of Misfortune. One of Misfortune's ships is the Charming
Well,
Lady, man.
Loken is quite dead here. Oh, he has flash coming up in a second.
Oh, there's Arya's here. There's no way.
Okay, Everfrost did actually do something. I mean,
he's gone as well. Yeah.
Is this going to be a 3-0 finals? After all of this hype around Sengoku, is this going to be a 3-0 finals?
On your bingo, did you have a Udapon solo kill?
No, I didn't.
Because he just got one.
Nice. Are we gonna have like? So I haven't flamed the Ahri build. We might actually end up with a blank bingo, folks.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
That's almost impressive.
That's almost more impressive than not getting than getting a full house or something. You have Everfrost back up. Oh my god, good cask. Nice cask.
Not a bad case, just not enough.
Bonk. Really clean combo play.
Hook, but
it doesn't matter, he doesn't have aggro.
Exactly, had flash.
So, this is another good point as well, actually. So, you know how at the start of the split, T1 was playing like Varus, Caitlyn, Ashe, that kind of combo? DFM have felt very similar. They played that similar combo, actually. But playing like this Ahri Blitzcrank...
Oh, he got both! He got both, Hop. That's bloody disgusting.
I have never seen a 2-for-1 Blitzcrank special like that.
That is just foul.
Hop playing all the right notes, man.
Oh.
But put it this way, right? DFM have been a very good combo-based team. They played stuff like the double-ranged bot lanes with like Jhin, Varus, Ashe, stuff like that. They played that, and they're playing stuff like this Blitzcrank combo. It's really good. I really like the way that they're playing. They can end. What a clean 2-0. What a clean 2-0.
In very different games, actually.
Very different games. Oh my god, we might be in for a very quick day, folks. Do we still have a blank bingo card? That's a good question. Let's go check. Let's go check it. What do we have? So, we don't have the solo kill yet. I need to change my color. We don't have the solo kill yet. We don't have a pentakill. We don't have a backdoor. We don't have a Baron steal. We don't have a Jet solo kill. We don't have a 5-game series, and I don't think we're gonna get one. I liked the build, and we didn't get a Medjay's. We have nothing!
Nothing!
We have completely failed to get bingo. We have completely failed.
This is the anti-bingo. We get the
We
free space,
we might
Alex.
actually achieve anti-bingo, folks. I'm so sorry. We might actually do the impossible and get absolutely nothing on bingo. Okay, so DFM on blue side, so that means you're not going to get the first pick Zaya. Oh, Sengoku gonna ban away Malphite? I think either way you first pick. I think you first pick the Zaya.
Or do they just Malphite
Surely you don't. I mean, they first picked the Malphite the last time. I think you just first pick the Zaya. First pick Zaya. It's super valuable here. Zarya's already off the table. Zarya's the last remaining top tier AD carry.
I mean, Jinx is around.
There you go.
So
Okay, now Sengoku, what do you do? What do you do? Do you have to lock in Sion? You're probably getting a Sion Malphite matchup now. You're going to have to play an AD carry into the Malphite. And then at this point, you're probably going to have to say, oh, we have to lock in the Sylas again and just hope that the Sylas can get value. I don't know, man.
I mean, Loken's Aphelios is pretty legendary.
Yes, but last game it didn't work that well, did it?
No, it didn't. But
so now you're going to get... What? You're going to get... Do you lock in Rakan Malphite here? Is that the play?
Yeah, I think I'm there with you.
Yeah, that's the obvious lock-in. DFM, really good read on draft. Okay, so they have to lock in that support there. So you're losing Sylas, and you're probably losing Veigar, I think. I think you lose Sylas, Veigar. Lee Sin 4, I think, would be pretty good.
I feel like the Maokai hasn't worked.
I mean, I was wondering whether the Veigar would be banned out. So now, that wouldn't be bad, but now you're potentially getting shoved in early levels, and you're potentially losing the first couple of plays of the game.
They can just Gintalier here. I'll do it. It'll just be game 1 draft all over again.
I think maybe, yeah, so that's pretty good actually. That can work, particularly because you have 2 immobile carries which can wall off from important parts of the fight. That could work quite well. I think Slayer's fine here. Ahri is also fine if you want to play a bit more high kill threat. You can maybe get Ahri Lee Sin or Ahri Jinzao. I mean, the Jinzao's probably better here. It works better. Oh, that'd be fun. Oh my gosh, how do you get away from them? How do you get away from them, man? Cool. Yeah, the Jinzao helps you more against the outrange, right? So now, because... Now, I'm of 2 minds now. I think Everfrost is probably not the play from Ahri. I think you probably want to go Liandry's into the HP stack. I think you need to go damage, I think. I think you're probably going Banshee second against Veigar Cage, and because there's also not a great way to... there's not a great way to pop Banshees. I think you can either go Liandry's Banshees or you can go Luden's Banshees. I think Everfrost has less value. Cool. Sengoku Gaming versus DetonatioN FocusMe. Cool. Yeah, because so we do have Spellbook. That's fine. I think Spellbook's fine. Again, you getting something like Cleanse very important. Jet might have to flash here. That's really annoying. Oh, does he die for this now? Ah, oh, Jet. Where Dark Seal? Wait, he can literally back for a Dark Seal like right now.
Oh my god.
He can literally Dark Seal back right now.
What is he gonna get? I mean,
I think you go Dark Seal. I think you go Dark Seal. I think it works really well. But Jet, honestly, Jet not blowing Flash is probably more important than him dying in some ways.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't have Flash, he can't play the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game.
But then it's doomed.
Dark Seal, let's go!
Yes, he's done it, my boy.
We might get one thing on the bingo. We might get Book. We might get Book. Now you got a roam coming out towards top side. Ahri switch towards Ignite. You have no Flash, you have no ult. Paz dies here, right? So this is Dark Seal stacks. That's good. Do you just use your Ignite on this? Yeah. Oh, come on. Don't steal his stacks like that.
Rude.
That's just rude, man.
My one worry for both of these teams, they do go to when they whichever one goes to international.
They're walking into river, but this is kind of risky now. Where's the cage? Where's the cage? That's a good cage.
Damn, that's not bad. It's not enough though.
Oh, NT flashed into a really awkward spot
there. Okay, decent Cataclysm on the other side, but one's gonna die for it, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. Congratulations, you killed the Rakan, who's blown his full combo already. You've got nothing. Oh, Loken.
You've just stopwatch for a charm here now. Oh, why do you stand still, dude? Oh, there we go.
Oh, nicely.
You know what that is? That's Dark Seal stacks, baby. That's Dark Seal stacks, baby. That's 6 Dark Seal stacks, baby.
Are you giving up Dragon for plates bot lane?
I think if you get second
over?
Herald, there's a good chance that DFM snowball through gold though. I think that this has stopped them internationally because they've not been clean enough at playing through gold leads internationally. But on a regional level, they trade gold for dragons a lot. They've always done that. Even though dragons have been a win condition for a while now. Harp. He's waiting for his next W cooldown if you can, but...
Okay. Oh boy.
Steal. Nice combo. Good cage. Oh, Ari just ulted into the wall there. Is he going to tank that up? He tanks it up. Yeah, that's fine. I like that from Aria, actually. He gets to escape.
Steel's dead. Tol2 just sat top while Paz came down for that play and lost like nearly his entire turret. In fact, he does. He loses the entire turret and all the plates.
The entire turret, yeah.
And that gold lead was 500. They're 2,000 up.
Ow. He's just dead now.
They're dead. Oh, good ult!
Oof, big play.
Oh, it was nearly phenomenal.
Big play. They overstayed bot. They should never try and fight into their chakrams like that. That's a big mistake from Harp. So you're giving up Herald.
He's got teleport.
What's he going? So he's backing right now. You're not going to get the Herald. That's going to be dead. There's a chance that Paz gets himself a really big play here. Okay, so Paz is basically out of the fight. Where's Arya? Tol2's quite far out here.
Oh, but look at Ari. He's going to murder Loken.
No, he's not. He's used to 7 roll. He's used 7 roll. Yeah, so he kills him now. So Arya is now playing dive when he doesn't have the items to dive. Yeah, this is bingo. I'm complaining about the build. This is poor now. You don't play this build like this. Yeah. Another Q from Loken. Yeah. You're playing for solo dives without building for solo dives.
I don't think that was intended to be a solo dive. I think Tol2
Yes, it was 100% a solo dive.
I'm saying I think the idea was to get Tol2 and Ari to go at the same time. And
you've seen them Malphite ult, and it's about 5 seconds, and then
and they had to seed it because Loken had Infinity.
Oh, big pick. This is Baron now. This is Baron. If they get this pick, this is Baron. They need this. They need this super bad.
They're TPing in for this. Oh no, Paz.
Reset.
Oh, they cancelled it.
Wait, how did they
cancelled it? Mouth cancelled it.
I don't think that's... Well, maybe that's okay. I mean, he actually wins with Jack shows here.
Yeah, he does. And
so can they just go towards Baron? Or do they not have the fight? I don't think they have the turn. I don't think they have the turn. So they force flash, they force teleport, that's fine. I was wondering... I almost wonder whether it would have been better to let the teleport complete. But then I guess this way you get to save teleport and burn the other one. That's okay.
I wonder whether if Aria's decision-making is, look, it's more stable to go death cap here.
Well, do you think that's valuable?
Death cap, yeah.
Yes, but are you going to have death cap for the game-winning fight?
Oh, steal. Oh, not a bad stopwatch, though. And Loken's going to run away from a very scary Malphite.
They haven't got everyone onto Loken yet. Oh, Yusupon's actually doing damage.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Unipon's there.
But just like imagine if you had Magi's for this now. Because your damage did matter in that fight, actually. Oh, that's a really good flash charm! That is a really good charm flash!
Nice one. Oh, Loken,
you know what? I don't care anymore. Fine, whatever. Whatever, fine. It still would have been better to go Magi's, but he's just a good enough player. Who cares? Can they do this and then reset time turn for Dragon? They have to defend Dragon after this. They need to kill this like ASAP. They're not going to have ults to fight the next Dragon as well. However, Jet won't have TP. Paz will. They get to Empowered Recall. They're going to get Home Guard Skak out into the map. That was a really good Charm Flash, man. I mean, the thing is, if you actually get Magi's from this fight, that's huge. You use the Devour in a pretty... I mean, killing the jungler is great. Stopwatch value, though. Oh. 4 man. And then you also stop the Devour as well. Tol2 gets right on top of Loken. Harp gets onto him too. Like, Loken gets to do nothing this fight. How the heck have they managed to do this, man?
Oh, Jet's like in a horrible position after everyone else has run away. Stopwatch Goredrinker value, and DFM was swift enough to respond.
Oh. That is top tier. That's like a game-winning charm, actually.
Okay.
They don't get... So, where's the TP? Where's the TP? They have to burn this now, right? Just burning it. Okay, so that's gone. Big damage.
Keep it in.
Once. They're looking for the counter engage on once. Once is looking for the counter engage, but they're not using. They're only using basic cooldowns. They're only using basic cooldowns.
And they've got. Oh, nice. Oh.
Where's Arya? What's Arya doing? Arya kills Paz. What's Loken doing? What's Loken doing?
Loken's got a lot of value. It's not enough. Steal.
It's not enough.
Steal and Arya.
It's a 3-0, man. It's a 3-0.
Oh my god, they've 3-0'd it. It's not done yet, but
this team has unreal plot armor.
How have they done it again?
They have unreal plot armor. This is ridiculous. This should not be possible.
We literally had this conversation. Say this should have been Sengoku's split.
Yeah, everything about this year was
on the cards for them.
They don't have Ebi anymore. This was meant to be the year of the teams which could finally overcome DFM, and yet somehow they've reinvented themselves as they do every damn year, and they've still managed to do the impossible.
You get nothing.
Deathcap Magi's book.
Oh,
book.
See, he didn't have it for that fight, but look what he gets it from it. There we go.
So we have, in fact, we have book, and we have complaining about Ori build.
I mean, the build's online now.
It very much is now. Like, the build's online now. It's just like, if you'd had the Magi's earlier, you would have stacked it better. But, like, honestly, you know what? Who cares? I got to see book.
And I can sort of see with... I do get, like, for all that I agree, the Magi's would have made sense.
I don't think we've had Arya solo kill. He's only done stuff with team. Look how different Arya feels like in LJL compared to LCK as well. He's so much more confident. It's just hard to imagine him making these. Right? He's a confidence player. He's a big confidence player. He always has been.
Yeah.
No, he's just the kind of guy which just like when he's in a team environment that really trusts him and enables him and just allows him to just do his out of lane stuff, he looks great. He looks.
It's a minute and just over a minute for both Infernal and Baron, right?
So once is actually not back in time to defend the tower. So you're losing 2 inhibs now. Oh, steal. Ow, charge up his Q3. Utpon. Wow, he ults away from that. Good flash away. Feather pullback. Once is dead from that. Okay, has the cleanse.
Steel still has GA. That's probably why I was thinking about. Oh my god, he gets it!
That's Ori damage. That's Magi's damage. My champion does damage.
No, Utpon's stolen it. The multi kills. Oh!
Triple?
He's got triple. It's not a penta. It's a quadra. Because Utpon stole one.
He might just take it. He might just go for it. I don't think he'll care. He's gonna have another title. You know what? I'll forgive him this one transgression against the ways of the book. 3-0, man. DFM ran this draft. DFM are the best of 5 team in the LJL. You can argue that Sengoku were the best of 1 team, the better in the best of 3s, but when it comes to best of 5s, DFM are just by far the better team. DFM. What a great team. DFM. What a great team, man. Like, I mean, this team just has unreal plot armor. There was no way at the start of this year you looked at that and you just kind of said, I mean, yeah, you know, DFM straight out 3-0 finals. Yeah. Because this is a team you had Reaper and Loken coming in onto Sengoku. This was meant to be their year. This was meant to be their year.
You kept Jet once, arguably the best mid jungle in the world, right? Like, or not in the world, in the league rather.
I was about to say, I don't think they're quite as good as other world mid junglers.
Sorry, I kind of phrased that wrong. Don't show dominate. He'll kill me. But, you know, you both have the best mid jungle in the league. You've got Loken, who is this, you know, superstar AD carry coming in. To kind of fill the shoes of Vital with even more experience. Paz is there to keep topside again. You've got a new coach, a famous coach, a coach that is known for making pretty impressive improvements in short order. And still, DFM somehow, some way, managed to make it work with a top laner in Toltu, who is both a rookie and someone who honestly didn't impress that much last year. He looked pretty mixed, frankly. At best. You know, we all
at best, actually, yeah. I was about to say, actually, Toltu, I mean, he was interesting, but he wasn't particularly... It was hard to judge because he was on, like, a very troubled Axis lineup, right? But, yeah, it's a sad one, right? It's a sad one because, for Sengoku on the other side of it, because this is a team which has... I mean, they came into the league in 2019. They brought in huge franchise player of Blank in, I believe it was the summer of 2019. Or, I'm trying to remember if he was there for the whole of it. Yeah, Blank, you know, the SKT Blank was there, and it really felt like in 2020, they found a really good formula. It was kind of the end of the DFM era, we thought, because Seros was looking a little bit constrained. Ebby was only playing the same 3-4 champions. He was still really good, don't get me wrong, but like there were other top laners like Appleman that were actually starting to do something against him. And then when we saw in spring, Sengoku beat DFM in the Juggernaut match, we thought, hey, that was it. But they couldn't make it happen in the finals. The patch change was too much for them. You fast forward, you know, a year later, and they have themselves a really awkward moment on 21 spring. And it takes them up until, like, you know, last year to get towards the finals again. They have a 5-game series versus DFM. They can't close it out. Jet almost wins on Jet, basically just having to just LeBlanc diff, honestly. And that doesn't quite work for them. They go into summer, they get absolutely blasted in the finals after losing 3-1 in the Juggernaut match as well. DFM, if they ever get a download on an enemy team, if they know how they play, good luck. Honestly, good luck. I think the problem with DFM is that when they go to best of ones against fresh teams, they don't get to use that advantage, right? That's the big thing. The big thing is that sometimes DFM, in a best of one stages at international events, it's not where their skill set lies. But in a best of 5, and we saw that against RNG as well, right? They could take games off of like RNG from the LJL. It's crazy.
I mean, like, and we've seen like other team weaknesses in terms of, look, once they got a lead, they can be a bit impatient in terms of pushing it and over-engage, and particularly on things like those tier 2s, and throw things away. But the individual versatility of the players and the ability for the coaching staff to go, okay, this is how the enemy team plays, this is how we, with our vast champion pools, are going to counter it and make it really difficult for them to play the way they want to, and then we'll get the snowball, and then we'll win.